Hello, my name is Brianna Phillips, and today we're going to be learning all about technology integration, what it is, what it isn't, how to implement it in the classroom, and a few terms that go hand in hand with technology integration. What is technology integration? Technology integration is the coordinated use of technology resources in daily classroom practices such as problem solving and deeper learning. Technology integration can include using devices such as computers, e-readers, and tablets, smartphones, the internet, and other applications and platforms. While we were growing up, classrooms looked similar to this. Now they may look like this, with students and teachers implementing the use of different types of technology and software in order to deliver a lesson. We need technology in every classroom and in every student and teacher's hand because it is the pen and paper of our time, and it is the lens through which we experience much of the world. David Warlick.
You have to think less about the technology and more about the behavior of the learner.
It's about the process that is created and the outcome, what the students can do with that piece of technology, be creative, be innovative, explore, touch the real life, touch the global world. And it's going to prepare them for a competitive workforce, and it's going to help them meet their goals because this world is changing, and for the technology is also going to help them come up or seek out the jobs that are not even available yet.
What it is and what it isn't. Technology integration is not just the simple use of technology in the classroom. It is important that students are using technology and software in the correct way in order to develop skills and knowledge. Here is an example of ways to integrate technology into the classroom that is beneficial to student learning.
When my students come in from math, they just sat in an hour and 15-minute math block. We take something called a brain break. We dance, we stretch, we do yoga. It's up to them, whatever they choose. It's just a way to get them to give their brains a break, and it's also time for the other students to get organized and put their math stuff away and to get ready for the next period, which is language arts. Language arts starts with a mini lesson utilizing clickers. So this clicker technology is directly correlated to specific students, so I know what student answered what questions. The question comes up, the students provide their answer, and then I can gauge right there the number of students that know the answer, that do not know the answer, and I can also identify the misconception if there's an answer that a lot of students selected but was not the correct answer. And then later on I can go back and find specifically what students were missing what questions and go on from there and teaching them in the small groups or individually based on their specific needs or
Technology integration is not an event, it should be an everyday part of our classroom like crayons and breathing. Next we'll look at a few other examples on how to integrate technology into the classroom.
I'm Tavia Wright. I teach 3rd grade at Oakstead Elementary. Today we're going to be doing a quick whole group lesson where I'm using an app called Socrative. It's like a clicker system, and it lets the whole class respond and we can see the results. It's a really neat way for me to see how my kids are doing and if I need to reteach something or enrich my students. After our whole group lesson, the students are going to work in partners and they're going to be on the site called Edmodo. They're completing some practice with some of the skills we've been learning.
Does that happen now?
What's the difference in the following terms? Educational technology, instructional technology, and information and communicative technology. Educational technology is the practice and study of facilitating and enhancing the learning process through the use of technological resources. Instructional technology refers to the theory and practice of design development, utilization, management, and evaluation of the processes and resources for learning. The main purpose of instructional technology is to create engaging and effective learning experiences while using available technology for pedagogical purposes and motivation. ICT is generally all devices, network components, apps, and systems that combined allow people to interact within the digital world.
If it's digital, it's part of ICT. ICT, short for Information and Communications Technology, or technologies, is a huge umbrella term. Though there's no universal definition, ICT generally refers to all devices, networking components, applications, and systems that facilitate interaction with the digital world. Sometimes ICT is used interchangeably with IT, or information technology. But ICT is more comprehensive. including more components related to computers and digital technologies. Components include data, internet access, cloud computing, software, hardware, transactions, and communications technology. But more importantly, ICT encompasses combinations and applications of those components. ICT has drastically changed how people work, communicate, learn, and live, and continues to revolutionize all parts of the human experience, from computers to robots. And ICT contributes greatly to economic development. Some have labeled it the fourth industrial revolution. Within the ICT market, the advancement of ICT capabilities has made the
How does the use of technology affect student learning? Research scientist Harold Wiglinski, when looking at math achievement scores in a 1998 educational testing service study, found there to be positive benefits for educational technology as long as it was used for challenging activities, and not just to drill students on basic skills. Researchers have determined that when used for more ambitious learning goals, technology can help students develop critical thinking skills, the ability to do research, and more creativity.